Good morning. To test your driving skills, this entire journey will need to be driven in manual mode. Auto driving permits have been disabled. To make things slightly easier, we have reduced this service to a 2-car train. Today, your train will perform Service 14 on the Outer Circle. Prepare your train and drive to Depot Line 2, where you will change cabins and reverse to your first station stop at Govan. Be careful to slow down on approach and ensure that the whole train is in the platform before opening the passenger doors. And with that, hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim Classic video. Today we are back on Thomson Interactive's Glasgow subway route, and we are going to be doing the Outer Circle manual mode challenge. Normally you can just put it into auto drive and it drives the train for you. I wanted to do something a bit more that was a bit more challenging. Also, it will still limit me to the speed limit because, well, that's just the nature of the way the Glasgow subway works. So yeah, let's put it in forward, get all these systems running. One thing I do need to do is go over to third rails and program the specifics of today's run. Destination. What is our destination? So it's Govan to Ibrox, right? So it's Govan to Ibrox. There we go. Okay, so I think we should be clear to go. I should have hit the pause button, but never mind. Let's get the parking brake off and the main power on. I think it is already on, but there you go. So yeah, we're currently at Broomloan Depot, and we are heading to out of to one of the depot lines to reverse. Look at that, automatically opening shed doors. Yeah, love to see it. This is actually the first time I've used third rails on a Train Sim Classic run, so yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I think I love the Glasgow subway route. I think my only complaint I have about it is it's like the real network. It's a bit short. It's a bit boring, and the trains are unbranded, presumably due to licensing. Nothing really the developers can do about that, if I'm being honest. Absolutely tipping it down with the old British rain. Oh, I forgot to turn saloon lights on. That's my bad. There we go. So if you now have a look, yeah, there we go. Saloon lights are on. Shut the power off. Let's get ready to cram the brakes on. Oh, there goes another. There goes another train. Another thing about this route is, it was set in 2022, back when the 1980 stock was still very much in service. Nowadays they've been completely taken out of service. A couple have been preserved. I think one of the power cars was actually bought by the YouTuber Francis Bourgeois, and right, rear cabin time. I think all of these Glasgow subway services are now run by the custom-built new stock that have been made by Stadler, which look very modern, very sleek, but I don't think I have the charm of these older units. I don't think, anyway. Govan outer in 700 meters. Please. Did I not shut down the other cab properly? No, I don't think I did. Let me check. You're on full. Grocer is closed. It shouldn't be affecting this other end. Why can't I move? Oh, because I'm in automatic. How stupid of me. Yeah, and we'll be, while the train will still limit us to the current speed limit, we still have to do the stopping and acceleration the old-fashioned way, i.e. manually. Oh man. Watch it. I've said this before and I say it again. Watching my own progress on real time on a map is so cool. Alright, Govan in 400 meters. Govan. Okay, PA doesn't want to work yet, but in the scenarios and quick drive, there usually are working announcements on this machine. Turn off the wiper when we go in the tunnel, so we don't have it going ka-chunk all the time. Oh. Should have another train coming past out of here in a minute. Yeah, there he is. Going at full throttle, speed. The top speed of these units is only 50 kilometers an hour. I'm probably late, but actually, I have to be extremely careful with braking this thing. It doesn't really brake the way you would expect it to. Well, I would expect it to. I'm probably going to be late because I'm not using auto drive, but I don't care. Full stop. Come on. Welcome to Govan. One of the rare stations where you can actually see across both platforms. I actually probably want to pause it here and go in and try and get a screenshot while I'm here, because this is one of the rare places where I can actually get a screenshot like that. Like this. And take the shot. You might have also noticed that I have done some adjustments to my graphic settings as well. Now drive around the outer circle, stopping at every station until you receive further instructions. Aye, sir. Next up, Partick in just under a kilometre. We're passing under the River Clyde.
Next stop, Partick.
The name Kelvin Hole, which is the next station after Partick, will always be burned into my memory, because in the last video, if you remember, I actually had a major problem. The automatic stopping system was supposed to stop at Kelvin Hall, but it just missed it by a huge amount, and I don't know why. Right, we just finished passing under the River Clyde, and we are now approaching. We're going under the Clydeside Expressway and just getting to Partick, which is, yeah. Oh no. pretty steep hill here. Bartik?
Bartik, next stop.
See what I meant? No wonder they fitted an automatic driving system to these things. Absolute pain in the rear end to drive these. Nope, wrong way. There we go. Next stop, Kelvin Hall in 560 meters.
Kelvin Hall, next stop.
Thankfully this time, because I'm having to concentrate on actually stopping at stations rather than letting the automatic system do the job for me, I'm not having to, I can actually stop at the stations.
Next stop, Kelvin Hall.
I know we're probably going to be late, but I do not want to miss any stops. Stop. Next stop, Hillhead in 600 meters.
Hillhead, next stop.
Announcements are working.
Next stop, Hillhead.
I think I'm a much more conservative driver than that ATO system is. Oh crap. Full stop. I thought 10% brakes could hold us. Apparently not. Next stop, Kelvin Bridge in 900 meters.
Kelvin Bridge, next stop.
One also really cool thing is that you can open the front door to allow. But I don't. Yeah, you're probably not supposed to do that while driving. Yeah, I'm definitely running late, but hey, one can't say no to sensible driving. We're about to head underneath the River Kelvin.
Next stop, Kelvin Bridge.
I'm making it a point to do 2 announcements for each station just in case, because you never know in today's day and age. Oh no. I didn't realize how short the station was. Oh dear. Yeah, you see? The scenario has turned off the auto permit system, so no automatic driving for yours truly.
Next stop, Kelvin Bridge. Next stop, Kelvin Bridge.
Okay, it's actually St. George's Cross, but there you go. What's my FPS looking like? 100 frames per second. Okay. St. George's Cross at 500 meters.
Next stop.
Not true, but yeah, sometimes the announcements on this route can be very weird. And by weird, I mean they don't sync up to the correct station, and I don't know why. Probably not Thomson Interactive's fault. St. George's Cross. We're about to head under the M8 motorway. Yeah, but if I do exterior cam, there's nothing above us. That's one reason why the frame rate on this route is so high. Look at that. That was 130 frames you just saw. I thought I just heard another train link, but okay. Cowcaddens.
Cowcaddens, next stop.
Okay, announcements are working again. Cowcaddens in 700 meters. Alright, heading under the M8 motorway. Shut the power off. Oh, the train is slowing itself. Oh, we seem to be... That's odd, we seem to be limited to 18. Okay, that's fine. Odd. Oh, I think we've got a sharp turn. That's why. Because we're having to head under the A81 road. Cowcaddens, ladies and gents. Actually, no, I'm on a pretty steep hill. I'll leave the brakes on full. Cowcaddens. Yeah, this is what I look like if I press 2. Next stop, Buchanan Street.
Buchanan Street, next stop.
Okay, we're limited to 35 for the time being. Got some more turns coming up. Oh, Buchanan Street is right next to Glasgow Queen Street Station. I was just about to say, that means we can do route hopping between Glasgow subway and Rivet Games' Edinburgh to Glasgow route, and then I forgot this is Trains and Classic, and Edinburgh to Glasgow is in TSW, so that wouldn't be possible. Yes.
Buchanan Street, next stop.
Okay, let's let the hill bleed off the speed. That was a 1 in 20 upward grade. That is crazy. 1 in 20 is nuts. Another complaint I've heard about this route is that some glass barriers on platforms seem to be non-existent, but hey, sometimes these things happen. Maybe they couldn't find like a good glass texture or something, I don't know. Next stop will be St. Enoch, which is the stop for Glasgow Central. If you ask me which Glasgow terminus station I prefer, I tell you
Next stop, St. Enoch.
probably Glasgow Central, just out of personal preference. After St. Enoch, we'll be going back underneath the River Clyde.
Next stop, St. Enoch.
I love how they got like a man with a proper Glaswegian accent to do the announcements. It may be the real announcement in the real train for all that I know. I've never ridden on this system in real life. Welcome to St. Enoch, which is the station for Glasgow Central. So yeah, we've still got quite a few more stations to go. Despite being slightly late, I seem to be doing pretty well so far. This is called a challenge for a reason.
Next stop, Bridge Street.
Bridge Street. Alright, about to head under the River Clyde. That's probably why the tunnel thing has changed. The tunnel type. Alright, we're underneath the River Clyde. We're actually... No, wait, we're losing speed. Give it shunt. And... it went service 9. Yeah, let the 1 in 20 gradient bleed off the speed.
Next stop, Bridge Street.
While being quite small, this route is, at the very least, a very nicely complete package. All right, Bridge Street. from Bridge Street to the next stop, which is West Street, we're going to go underneath the railway coming out of Glasgow Central. So, say Cathcart Circle, the track to Shields Depot, and the track to Shields Depot.
Next stop, West Street.
Beans, beans, beans.
West Street, next stop.
Oh my goodness, near West Street Station there's a street called, of all things, Scotland Street. Who'd have guessed in Scotland there would be a street called Scotland Street? That is just ridiculous, man. Why? Full stop. Come on. Ooh, we overshot it. Oh well, people will be able to get out of the rear carriage. We just went under the M74 motorway as well. I wonder if Shields Road is anywhere near Shields Depot. Yeah, it's actually pretty close. Shields Road is very close to Shields Depot.
West Street, next stop.
And you see, there you go, the announcements sometimes just don't recognize that. It's a bit odd, you know? Very odd. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, allergies have been causing problems lately. My apologies.
Next stop, West Street.
It's not, it's Shields Road. Stop! Oh, that 1 in 20 gradient didn't help. I get the front doors of the front, no, only the doors on the rear carriage opened. Ugh.
West Street, next stop.
There you go, announcements are broken again. Next stop, Kidding Park in 800 meters. And we're about to head under the M74 motorway again. So it's Kidding Park, Cessnock, Ibrox, and then back into the depot. still following the M74, basically. We're like basically right underneath the motorway at this point. Yes, we're getting park. Yeah, this is what it looks like above ground. Basically nothing. That's, well, they didn't need to put that in. That's one reason the frame rate is really high. We'll be diverging north off of the M74 to when we in a few seconds.
Next stop, Cessnock.
Wait a minute, why aren't you moving? Oh, I somehow killed main power. Thank you. Let's get out of here. Next stop, Cessnock. Slow down in time. Okay. We did it. Oh my goodness. Huh? Why did we stop? Did the emergency brakes activate? Emergency. I seem to want to go. What? But it's full. And go. Why are you not moving? Turn the reverser back on. There we go. All I had to do was reset the reverser. Yeah, we're running like 3 minutes late, but hey.
Next stop, Cessnock.
Please tell me the door's open. Yes, it did. So it's Cessnock, Ibrox, and then back to the depot. Ibrox in 600 meters.
Next stop, Ibrox. Ibrox, next stop. Service is terminating here at Ibrox.
There's another train over there. Are you gonna go, mate? We are terminating our service here at Ibrox and returning to the depot. You can now drive to depot line 1. Next, right, we gotta stop at depot line 1 in 1 kilometer. The train will limit its own speed when we're coming into the depot. Yeah, there we go. Speed coming down. It'll probably be still raining when we get out of the when we get out into the open at the depot, so gotta prepare for rain. Welcome back into the sun, into the some charming Scottish weather. We didn't do all that bad considering how you're manual and not in automatic mode. But if I was given a choice, I do prefer driving in automatic mode. Because for one thing, you don't find too many almost fully self-driving trains around, unless you're in a fast German train with an AFB cruise control and LZB speed control. Turn the saloon lights off. There we go. Now move to the rear cabin and return to the depot parking in line 19. Aye. Okay, signal ahead is clear. Where's 19? Oh, it's over there, okay. So yeah, it's back in the depot where we started. Frame rate above ground is almost 60 frames per second. That's not bad, honestly. Okay, so we're getting shunted to the far depot line. Let's start getting the speed down. I know it's not stated anywhere in the manual or anything, but I do like to have a speed of about 10 kilometers an hour when entering the depot, just to allow the doors to rise in time. Also to be just extra specially careful. I do love animated shed doors. Okay, so this looks like a maintenance platform. Let's park at the far end. Completed all tasks successfully. Let's get all these lights off and shut her down. There we go. That is our last task, so I am expecting to get the all clear any minute. Well done, driver. That is a successful journey. Scenario complete. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified when the next video drops, and I'll see you then. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.